Alrighty, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. All right, took a little scalp earlier. Off the change of state delivery off this equilibrium block. Ended up taking up 5-minute buy side liquidity. And thank God for take profits because we ultimately shot straight back down after this. Um, cool. Got that saved. All right, so overnight session, we ended up taking back all-time highs. Currently getting a push back down here. Very much likely we come back down to 50% discount. That's kind of what price is looking like we want to do right now. We just created an hourly IFVG here, pretty much. As long as we stay below, 20,312, pretty much we will see continuation to the downside. We got the change of state delivery here with this equilibrium block. Go ahead and mark out these buy side liquidities. All right, so we got all-time high at 20,371 here. Current sell side is down at 20,227. It's about a 25-point move from where we currently are. Hopefully, price does push us up a bit come 9:30 out the gate, and then we can find a short entry to take this back down here to our sell side liquidity, and then pretty much reassess if buyers want to step back in here, or do we see more downside from this level. A body close below this low will take us back down to pretty much discount range here. We have some other internal sell side liquidities around this range as well. Hour sell side, daily sell side. Let's go look at the 4-hour. Let's just look at the daily first. Oh, the daily has no bottom wick. Yeah, we're getting this pushed down. Not gonna lie. All right, cool. So we just need to find an entry to take this back down. We took buy side, and we have this massive volume imbalance. Once we flip the candle back red, we will come back and mitigate this volume imbalance and likely see more continuation to the downside here. Let's take a look at the 4-hour, see what we have working with. Could see the 4-hour kind of respect this. We have this order block here pretty much from this range, and then we also have the equilibrium block here at this range. So we got a couple of different confluences, so we'll be likely to see buyers step in here. With that being said, I'm not really looking for buyers to take us all the way back up to all-time highs, to be honest. I'm kind of looking for us to give us a retracement here. We're about to create a 4-hour IFVG here as well. So once this 4-hour does close here in the next 40 minutes, pretty much we will see more downside here. All right, so for today, once we get this body close below this 4-hour fair value gap here, that will likely signal downside to where we probably get this pushed down to 20,227, and then from there 20,160. So we got a good bit of range to trade today. We already are coming back down. We retraced over 100 points from all-time highs from this morning within honestly the past hour or so, 2 hours. So pretty much we have 100% confirmation we're gonna come take out discount range and this hourly / 4-hour sell side liquidity down here at 20,160. Once we get this body close below this low here in the next 40 minutes. If we don't close below the low, likely we retrace back up before actually getting the dump. So we could even dump either PM session or even tomorrow. It's very much possible. Let's go ahead and get NQ levels posted in the community. Seven. We're currently live on YouTube, not on Discord. All right, NQ levels are posted here. Market open here in 7 minutes. Let's go check if we have any data coming out. See if we do have any 10 o'clock data. Nope. We got all the data that we needed. Initial jobless claims ended up coming out. What was it? Actually, previous was 242,000. Actually, 236,000. All right, we do have flash PMI tomorrow at 9:45, and then home sales at 10. So today and tomorrow is going to be a really great day trading. Ultimately, we have the volatility in the market. So at this point, we just have to get some good entries here. Currently, based on the 2 minute, we are getting this push down to this 4 hour equilibrium block. Based on the 5 minute, looks like we likely are going to come take out this sell side liquidity here. We can see if buyers want to step in pretty much 9:30 out the gate. Let's go look at the other indices. ES has a wick. NQ doesn't have a bottom wick whatsoever in the daily candle, so wouldn't be surprised if that's where we head first. ES also did get the hourly change of state and delivery here. And we also closed below the fair value gap as well. So yeah, ES is 100% directing us more downside here. Let's go take a look at YM. We don't need this anymore. And I would also suggest to be trading NQU now. NQM is very, very low volume compared to NQU now. YM also changes state and delivery here. Close below the volume imbalance on the hourly. Close below the hourly equilibrium block. Current drawn liquidity looks like we're headed back down to about 39,195 here. That's so crazy that NQ is really at 20,000. Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Quick question: which NQ are you trading? Yeah, NQU right now. The one, yeah, that means you're trading NQM, not NQU. I would suggest to be trading NQU, not NQM. NQM data is not very efficient right now. How's everybody doing today? For common stocks, We're watching Microsoft, inside candle, inside 195. We can do anything. Amazon also inside 195, and D-Dog. I actually like D-Dog a lot, probably more than anything else right now. If we do actually break out to the upside, D-Dog, we have a gap fill up here to 119. If we break down to the downside here, back down to 114. Yes, sir. Mahad, I hope I said your name right. Yeah, we're headed down to that 4-hour equilibrium block. Don't need this level anymore. I just go take a look at silver. I love silver. I think silver might honestly be my favorite thing to trade now more than anything. I love NQ, but silver is just very, very easy to trade with volume balances and IFEGs. Or not volume balances, Fibonacci's, your optimal trade entry. It respects them perfectly, almost like every single time. Let's see if there's any divergence between silver and gold. Yes, there is. You see silver. Go ahead and put those side by side here. All right, so yeah, here goes the divergence. Silver took the high, gold made the lower low. I ideally am really not interested in shorting silver whatsoever. Yeah, you could short it for a scalp trade, but the smarter thing would just be waiting for the change of state and delivery, and price end up flipping back bullish here. So we'll be watching that. We honestly don't flip back bullish for silver until we get over 30.275. Pretty much invalidate this 15-minute fair value gap, and then see if price wants to actually displace through this range. And we close back below daily open. So very much likely we're coming down to here to create a low in the day here, or at least test the daily candle flip. I'm gonna wait here till 9:30. Start looking for trades. All right, so based on a 2-minute time frame, pretty much as long as we stay below 250 here, we'll see more downside. All right, so now we're seeing divergence here back to the upside potentially on silver and gold. Gold is respecting our fair value gap here down in this range. Silver took sell side liquidity, also took the last 15 or 2 candles ago, 15 minutes sell side liquidity, and now is making a push up here. What's going on, King Paul? How you doing, boss man? Honestly, we might have a setup here on silver. Let's see. That's still ugly. Go ahead and draw their fibs and see what silver is likely to head to. So wouldn't be surprised if we actually come back down directly to 30 here. That's discount range. And then at that given point, that's where I kind of look for longs. That also lines up with this 15-minute equilibrium block as well. So wouldn't be surprised if buyers actually do step in here. We just want to see lower time frame price action start to support it. That's amazing to hear, brother. So 2-minute currently still respecting the equilibrium block. Took buy side liquidity just now, and now we're getting a little push down. None of these trades are really worth taking whatsoever, if you ask me. Looking for a little bigger trade here. Drawing liquidity is about 20 points down here. And market is open. Let's see what we want to do here. All right, so ES is pushing down even more aggressively right now. Same with NQ. We end up flipping back bullish once we can get a close over this equilibrium block. We're about to take out this drawn liquidity here. See what we have on the 5 minutes. And we just took out the sell side liquidity here that we just talked about. About to end up flipping the daily red if we didn't do so already. No, we haven't done it yet. We're about to go down here to this daily open pretty much. Buyers are currently stepping in here. All right. Pretty much if we end up closing back over this range here within the next 27 minutes, we could see a push up here. Not looking like a crazy push up, but honestly a push up just for retracement. We'd have to invalidate this most recent for a value gap, but then also close over the equilibrium block for me to ultimately be long. D-Dog pushing down. Amazon is starting to get this breakout. Damn. Damn, Amazon is actually really strong here. Okay. I'd want to see a slight pullback here to Amazon. We end up taking 185 calls. Microsoft is dumping. Microsoft, we can easily see that 440 level get tested. And Amazon's kind of been doing whatever Amazon wants to do. Kind of hasn't been really respecting the rest of the market. Oh shit, where's our SMCI? That's what we have to worry about. Oh my goodness. And we hit our 970 PT. All right, we're about to trim some SMCI calls here. This was an amazing trade. Should have taken weeklies, but it is what it is. SMCI up 132%. Trimming at 128.5 here on these contracts. All PTs have been hit for SMCI. Everything else is just essentially just runners. I only have one contract left. What a trade. All right, let's go take a look back at futures here. We are still seeing some more downside. We just tested daily open. Yeah, we did. We just did just daily open here. So now we can pretty much see if buyers actually want to step in, give us a little retracement here. They're respecting the hourly volume imbalance as well. Wow, SMCI is gone. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Amazon is gone too. Shit, our Amazon calls could actually come back to life here. We still have our $200 calls that are up 46% right now. Yeah, with SMCI, just about to focus on futures. No need to really trade options right now. What's the equilibrium block? Can you show in the charts? Yes, sir. Here goes one right here on the 2-minute time frame. It's exactly how you trade them. Pretty much price came back into this range. Notice how we failed to get a body close. Gave you the retest. And we got our displacement down to our sell side liquidity here. Here's another example of a trade I took earlier. Ended up taking this long here. Once we got the change of state and delivery back up. Stop loss right here. Went to target this 5-minute buy side liquidity. 3.1 risk to reward. Took profits and we instantly dumped back after that. After we took liquidity. Essentially, equilibrium block is one down close candle, a singular up close candle, and then followed by another down close candle. But the biggest importance of this is the body inside of the middle candle has to be inside the two following candles. Absolutely has to. Price is still supporting on the lower time frames, nothing but bearish price action. Really no entry to take here. Name of the indicator for the power of three is, I think it's power of three. Yeah, power of three. Really effective. You don't have to like have a daily chart up pretty much. You can just have that one indicator and you get a good understanding of what's happening. We could get this push up here. See with the divergence, ES would offer a change of state and delivery much before ES. If ES closes over 55.71 here, we end up flipping back bullish here. Looks like buyers are trying to support this here. We might create an IFEG here on the 1 minute. Currently what it looks like. Currently still getting a rejection off the 1 minute, 5 minute, 2 minute fair value gap range. Of course, Andrew. Watching longs here. Likely about to recover the 4-hour equilibrium block, and we took sell side here. I just want to see some more bullish price action get supported here. So we took sell side, buyers recovered it. Let's see what happens here if we can kind of invalidate this fair value gap range. Kind of just want to see a close over 242 here. Close over that 5-minute fair value gap. We'll try some longs, mainly based off the 4-hour equilibrium block. It bounced off a 2-hour equilibrium block on Tuesday. That's what we need to see. We know where price is coming from right now. Now we just need to find an entry here. Where Or I'll take this up to here, to be honest. Back up to the hourly open. We just need to wait for this candle close. Yes, sir. SMCI was a very great trade. Oh my goodness, we're at 1,000. Wow. uh, weeklies, you are more than paid here. You're up 171%. Where's entry at 26 here? Just want to see this push up to 42, 43 here. Fully invalidate this fair value gap range. We'll ultimately start taking a long position here. So far, getting a rejection. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to go long. 57 seconds left. Just need to see his close. We can honestly take the long here off this 5-minute IFVG once it closes here bullish. And also off the 4-hour equilibrium block. I'm going to start accumulating positions now here. We'll end up adding to this. Just need to wait 16 seconds for this close here. We'll start accumulating positions here. Just need to see a close over 42. All right. And we're in some longs here at 246.25. Trade setup is off the 4-hour equilibrium block, but somebody also said the 2-hour equilibrium block also got respected. We got the IFBG here created, so we can look to add anywhere in this range here ultimately. And in 2 contracts so far, you have 280. We're looking to ultimately target hourly open. First PT here at 270. Next PT is going to be 282 here. Do not try to fight the trend. Yes, the downside, yeah, we don't really care about it. At the end of the day, price is extremely bullish. You're at 500 bucks already, and we haven't even added our position yet. I love my edge. It's by far so damn broken. I don't want to add at 243 here. 4.18 risk to reward. We'll add at 243. Our entry's at 246. Who knows if price actually wants to pull back for us or not. We'll see. Yes, sir. Every day. Patience, man. Patience plays. Yes, we know where the downside was headed, but at the end of the day, based on that 4-hour equilibrium block and just risk to reward, it wouldn't have been smart to take in the downside. You're still up 270. I actually would love for price to pull back. It was 243. If price pulls back to 243, we'll end up adding 2 more contracts here at 243. Yes, sir. We go live trade every single day. Currently, you're up 650 right now. We live trade in the Discord the first half of the week, and then the last half we're on YouTube. All right. Based on a 5 minute, we closed over all of our volume imbalances, mitigated the price, pretty much. We might not get this pullback, to be honest, just the way how aggressive price action is looking on a 5 minute. But you're still up 480 right now, 400, 430, 460. What's this ad? ES is gone. Like, hasta luego. See you later. Entry 243. Hourly open is at 270. Two. Stop loss 233. All right, looks like we're about to get this ad here. Hopefully. I mean, you're still up 150 bucks right now. Oh, wow. SMCI is still going. SMCI up 183%. Ready. Just want to see this level hold. I'm still holding. Down 270 right now. See what this 2-minute time frame is doing. We could even come back down to 223 here. Oh, wait. Ultimately, if we do close pretty much close below 236 here on the 5-minute time frame, likely we come back here to this 2-minute fair value gap before buyers actually step in again. Kind of need to see buyers push us back up here. ES is gone. This looks like NQ wants to come create some type of divergence here. AMD ripped off the daily downside gap. Is it finally time for AMD? Oh, wow. AMD's gone. What do we have in a 3-minute? We got this 3-minute volume imbalance also paired with that. Also paired in that range. All right, minute left in this 5-minute candle. Pretty much just want to see buyers hold this level up here. Lower time frames is just consolidating right now. Could see this push down to this 2-minute here. Ultimately, we need to see 5-minute fair value gap get held up here, and then also 2-minute invalidate this fair value gap down here. We'll add once we get this close back over 243. Still down 250 here. Just need to see 243 get recovered here. Based on lower time frames, does look like we do want to see a push down, potentially sweep liquidity before actually seeing a push back up. We'll see. Ten seconds left in this 2-minute candle. Back to break even here. Just need to see this close. And you see price action start supporting bullish price action now again. Lower time frames very slow and steady up. Struggling to get this closed so far. Yeah, we can't get that closed just yet. It's not ready. Just 2 minute. Hard stop loss here at 20,222 here. Pretty much if we are going to get the expansion up, we are going to expand off of here. 2 minutes left in this 4-hour candle here. This is a pretty damn important level here. If we close below this range, we will see more downside. Just need to see a close over 243 to add. See if we can flip this 2-minute candle. That was a nasty close. Based on the 2-minute, we did close below that volume balance. If we were going to see that push up right here, right now, we wouldn't have closed below that range. So very much likely we come back down, sweep liquidity on the 1 minute, and pretty much figure out exactly what price wants to do from here. New hourly open here in 40 seconds. Lower time frames is literally just chopping, generating liquidity here. And hourly closed exactly on the equilibrium block. So with that being said, we have to give it more time. No clear confirmation for a change of state in delivery just yet. 5-minute, not the best of closes here, but we'll see. About to be back here at break even. ES just came back, retested the equilibrium block from the 5-minute change of state delivery here. Based on the hourly, we'd want to see pretty much that 2-minute equal fair value gap get held here. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. Stopped out here. Let me see. What is hourly doing? I mean, hourly still. We still could do a couple different things, but looks like we're about to create some divergence here between ES and NQ. I'll wait for the divergence to form. I'm still liking the longs here. Well, this would be the last line of defense here. We'd have to see some type of divergence between ES and NQ. And if ES ends up closing below 69 here, we will flip back bearish. Going on 1 minute. Let's see what happened on the 1 minute. 1 minute we'll have to close back over 234 to really be bullish. ES is respecting the 5 minute equilibrium block. What's SMCI? SMCI is still up 170% here. Having a slight little pullback. Watching SPX calls. ES is a lot stronger than NQ at this very moment. Which kind of doesn't make any sense consider how strong tech is running, but could see one of us NQ potentially sweeping liquidity. That's probably what the market needs before actually seeing a push up here. Then we also have relative equal lows down here. AMD approaching daily trendline break. AMD. We're gonna see some more downside here on NQ. Let's see what you see. Let's see if it's actually time for AMD. NQ likely about to come down here, retest this liquidity level. ES is still holding up with some divergence here. You come here and look at this chart pretty much. ES took the sell side, still holding up fairly strong. We did reject off the 15-minute equilibrium block. We're currently respecting the 5 minute. NQ is likely about to come down here and resweep liquidity before seeing any more upside here. And pretty much if we do get a close here, all right, we got a short setup. Take this back down to low of the day here for three risk reward here. ES still ultimately holding up the equilibrium block. If ES closes back below 69 here, we will be flipping back bearish on pretty much all the indices. All right, better go take out this low here and potentially get this pushed down to 160. The entry that I would want for the short would be back at this 15-minute equilibrium block retest. We just took sell side here. How much time do we have left in this 5-minute candle? A minute left in this 5-minute candle here. So pretty much ES would have to recover right here, right now, if buyers are going to step in. Minute left in this 5-minute candle here. Pretty much tell us what's going to happen. Current drawn liquidity is 20,160. We do have a couple different entries, one off the 15-minute and then one here pretty much back at 220 whenever we see that retracement. ES is about to give us a change of state in delivery here. The fact is that buyers didn't hold up this fair value gap and didn't hold up the 5-minute equilibrium block, means we're shifting back bearish here. Let's go find where ES's sell side is. We could just take ES. NQ is a bit gone. $2.67 risk to reward. I just want to see ES pull back here to pretty much 570 here. And that's why it's so important to wait for these body closes. The fact is that we never got that close back over that 243 level. Pretty much signal downside there. If buyers were here, they 100% would have got the close over that level. No ifs, ands, or buts. I would genuinely love an entry. And lower time frames are just tanking with no sign of retracements whatsoever until we take out that drawn liquidity down about 15 points from here. Yeah, better take at the sell side here. 8 more points away. Close below this range, we come back to the discount range. Hopefully NQ doesn't do what it likes to do, where it comes like a point away from taking sell side and doesn't take it. All right, we just took sell side here. Entry wise for a short, really would have to pull all the way back up to 20. 220 up here. And ES could give us a short opportunity with the retest. Pretty much a 30-minute equilibrium block that just formed. 15-minute. So 30-minute slash 40-minute. For ES, I'd want to see at least 68.50. Pretty much get tested. We just took sell side here. Buyers are currently stepping in off we took us taking sell side. We still have divergence between ES and NQ. A lot of divergence actually. There were discount ranges of this current range. Discount range back at this fair value gap. 208. And then that 220 level that we talked about also lines up with the optimal trade entry. Based on a 5-minute, really don't have anything. Based on a 2-minute, as long as we hold below this volume imbalance, we see more downside. We hold below this volume imbalance right here, 166 pretty much, we will see more downside right here, right now. And tech is having a decent pullback here. Amazon gave you your 185 calls if you took those off the watch list. D-Dog having a pullback. GME still doing absolutely nothing. And with the 786, yeah, we're gonna see a pullback on Apple too. Actually, we could take that. Take some Apple puts. What did Baba end up doing? Did end up taking it, but I'm glad we didn't take Baba. This thing is literally doing absolutely nothing, just chopping. And based on the current 2-minute, again, pretty much if we do close as a volume imbalance, we're about to get this pushed down to discount range. See. Daily. All right, based on the daily time frame, looks like we're actually probably going to go a lot further than this discount range right now. We just need to wait for a pullback here. If NQ can close over 162, we'll actually get a good pullback. If we can't close over 162, then very much likely we just continue to downside, and we may not actually get an entry here. $30-minute down. About to get this close below this volume imbalance. Also offer the change of state and delivery here in the 30-minute time frame. Bitcoin doing still more downside. Eesh. Not still holding up. All right, back at discount range here. About to take out this next sell side liquidity here at 127. Really just gave us no entry to take these. Oh, so we just took our daily sell side here. We're retesting this daily fair value gap range. Back from the 17th. See what the weekly profile looks like. Might get an entry here for the weekly time frame. Potentially take some longs going into Friday. Weekly still severely bullish here. All right, if buyers are going to step in here, pretty much they're going to step in about 20,082 here. Still a lot of divergence between ES and NQ. All right, pretty much just want to wait here and see if buyers do support the discount range. Would have to see something form here. Some type of entry model, an equilibrium block, a IFEG, something to change the state of delivery. Would not just take this right here. Based on a 2-minute time frame, 16 seconds left. Pretty much as long as we hold below this fair value gap, we see continuation down right here, right now. Based on a lower time frame, such as like the 3-second, price is still pretty damn bearish. All right, so we did just invalidate that FEG creating. Based on a 2 minute, if we close over the volume imbalance, we could see a pullback here. I would actually love to see a pullback. And just how aggressive trend is to the downside, really just want to see a pullback to about that either here at 204 or that 2020 level, pretty much that we talked about before taking shorts. But buyers are stepping in perfectly off a discount range here. Where's ES coming off of? ES swept liquidity, buyer stepping in. See if we see a change in state delivery on ES. Might have a setup here. All right, so if ES can close over 63, we could scalp some longs. It'd be strictly a scalp. Be back in 1 second. We did just take liquidity there on ES. All right, ES offering this change in state delivery here. See if we get the pullback to 563. I got some long entries here at 563. Very tight stop loss. Stop loss is 561. Having a 5 minute. So far, you have 150 bucks. Um, Based on a 2 minute, we did just close over this fair value gap range. 5 minute, I'd want to see a close over 65. You have 300 bucks so far. We'll be taking some profits here. Not looking to be greedy on this. Trend is very bearish. And this is pretty much a live example of how equilibrium blocks work out here. Just a lower time frame one, 2 minute. Just works out the same exact way, whether you're in a 5 minute, 50 minute, hourly, daily, same exact concept. Right here at 350, 325. ES just moves so damn slow compared to NQ. If we took this entry on NQ shit, we'd be up like 800, 900 right now. Yeah, NQ is still pushing. ES is just moving like a snail. A minute left in this 5 minute candle. So because the sell side liquidity was taken, and then we also got the change of state in delivery. We talked about that just now. We wanted the long or the change of state in delivery to happen on NQ, but ES gave you a better setup pretty much. Back up 300 there. So if we come here, where is it? So notice the sell side got swept here. And then if you look at the lower time frames, that actually gave you a setup. We need some type of entry model to actually take a trade. And the fact is we got the change of state and delivery here on the 2 minute time frame. Gave you the retest. And now we're just looking to really take out some internal liquidity up top. What did the 5 minute do? Goes directly at the volume or fair value gap. And also, NQ came off a discount range. So that was like a little bit more confluence. Pretty much when you got like so many concepts lining up together, it's an A+ setup. Pretty much based on the 2 minute of ES, as long as we hold up the equilibrium block that we entered on, we'll see continuation up. That's another thing. Keep pulling. Don't be afraid to take trades. I think so many people get afraid of like, oh my goodness, I got stopped out earlier. I'm not gonna take another setup. No, if you see a setup, take that damn setup. PT just hit. You have 400 here. Trimming one off here. I'm gonna let the last one run. We just need to see a close over 65 here in the 5 minute, and honestly, we'll see a pretty big push up here. Last contract, you have 225 here. We could really get a big push up if we close over this 5 minute fair value gap range. Also paired with the 2 minute fair value gap range. They'll offer a change of state delivery here. Offer discount range. Still up 250 on the last contract here. Yep, that's the point, Andy. You got to keep pulling, bro. If you're pretty much confident in your trades and you understand your edge, there's no point in not taking another trade. I took the loss with you. I held the NQ longs, wanted to see more upside. Ultimately, never gave us our PT. Say, okay, we got stopped out. But hey, right now, currently, if we close this position right now, we'll be back up $800 in a day. So nothing really to worry about. So now, based on the 2 minute, we absolutely need to see 565 hold up on the 2 minute time frame. We see continuation to the upside. If 565 doesn't hold up, likely we come back down and probably get stopped out. Like I said, we are playing counter trend. Like, look at the daily candle. Pretty damn bearish, especially on NQ. So you can't really look to be greedy when you're playing counter trend. Two-minute has to hold this level, no ifs, ands, or buts. We are just scalping here. Let's put up 137, 150. And when also you play counter trend, I don't suggest you be greedy at all or go, too heavy contract size wise. NQ is shifting back bearish. Just gotta wait for this close here in 20 seconds. No, you're still up 37.50 bucks. You're still up 50. Putting stop loss at break even here. Wouldn't be surprised if we get stopped out. Just the fact is that 2 minute didn't hold up. And the fact is that the 5 minute didn't really give us a clear change of state and delivery here. But we do have this 5 minute that doesn't have a top wick. So we'll see if it wants to recover here based on the 5 minute time frame. We'd ultimately have to close back over 66.50. No ifs, ands, or buts. But based on the 5 minute, we could easily see that close back over that level. NQ doing? NQ still holding up pretty strong. Should see a push up here, at least based on NQ. For NQ, still need to see a close over that 5-minute FEG here. Yeah, NQ is extremely strong. Alright, so we just recovered this range here. Let's see if we get this push back up here. 5 minutes still holding with the IFBG here. There's a lot of divergence between the two right now, though. NQ is actually starting to become a lot stronger after we tested discount range. NQ took buy side. ES didn't. We made a lower low here. Oh shit, we're back to my short entry. Hold on. Alright, so based on the higher time frames, ES would have to close over 570. A close over side 570, we're back bullish. See if we can be greedy on this last contract here. Based on the 5-minute, we'd have to hold above this IFPG here. But I do see where we're rejecting from. So that's the main reason why I'm putting stop loss at break even, because very much likely we push back down here. Still up $100 here on this last contract. Just got stopped out here. Good trade. I'll take the scalp. Um, I'm not trading ES again. ES has moved so damn slow. It's pointless. Because to the point where if we entered where we entered on ES on NQ, you literally made like plus 1,000 easily. No ifs, ands, or buts. What we're doing. Or I can easily still recover off a discount range. I would just need to see it close pretty much over 238, 237. Five-minute did offer change of state and delivery here on NQ, but the lack of displacement kind of is a little alarming. No real clean setup here on NQ. Based on NQ, we do want to see a close over this volume imbalance at 192. Then we also need to see 170 hold up. If it fails to hold up, likely we come back down, retest discount range, potentially create some more divergence here between ES and NQ. So NQ struggled to close over the volume imbalance here. Now we're starting to get this pullback. Same with ES. All right, so for NQ, honestly more interested in the short just because of how bearish trend is. And you will see a lot of displacement once shorts actually do trigger. And here we go, trying to get this breakdown here. Personally, it's not worth trading to me. I don't want to wait for a cleaner A plus setup, something that we can actually hold for like an hour or so. And then also, whenever you are trading the lower time frames, you really can't be greedy on it. You're trading the lower time frames. Price action just isn't as strong on the lower time frames. You're better off trading trend if you are going to trade the lower time frames, and trend is currently bearish as hell. Oh, Amazon is really just in a world of its own right now, and I have no problem with that. Just the silver is gone. Close over the equilibrium block, gave you the retest. Now we're getting expansion back up. Next draw on liquidity is, wow, all the way up to 31 pretty much. And a move like that on silver is a massive payday. So we'll be watching silver to see if we can find an entry here sometime throughout the day. And that was the main reason why ES was only a scalp. Pretty much came back to our short entry. Um, and now it's about to go hit your PT. But the main reason why I would never take that short is because if you look at the risk to reward here, it's only 1.7. I absolutely need to see above a 2. It's not above a 2. I will not take that trade. HG. Upper. Alright, let me study these charts really quick, see what copper respects. Looks like we went back to discount range once we got that retracement here. Nope, we did not test it. And we didn't take sell side either. What does copper respect the most, if you don't mind? Never traded copper. Last week was the first time trading future or silver, and kind of realized very quickly that silver respects optimal trade entries and IFBGs a lot. Keep trying to shift back bullish here, only in the lower time frames. Pretty much as long as we hold up this IFEG we just created here on the 2-minute time frame, we likely see a push up here on NQ. Makes sense. Yeah, I love silver because the fact is at $25 per tick, I love that. NQ based on the 15 minutes. Nothing really clean here. I'm a copper play paper tick. Gonna actually go ahead and add copper to the list as well. There's still a lot of divergence between ES and NQ. NQ would actually have to close over that equilibrium block here and also the volume imbalance before we see a push up. So copper trades like or ES. All right, cool. ES or not ES NQ based on a 2-minute. Pretty much as long as we hold up 190, we see a pushback up. I would like a pushback up to a short entry if it gives it to us. We'll see. But so far, buyers stepped in perfectly off a discount range. Now we're starting to see a little speed come in here. New hourly open here in 3 minutes. Need to see a close over that volume imbalance and a clear close over this fair value gap that we just created here on the 5-minute. Back from like 10. Maybe it'll take a scalp here on NQ. Probably be about like a 20-point scalp. R came down, filled the gap, buyer stepped in. Qs filled more than the gap. Also took sell side. ES based on a 5 minute, if we can close over 565 again, we'll end up flipping back bullish. Personally, would not be touching ES. This is moving so slow right now. No real aggressive price action. We're about to create an equilibrium block here. Some time frame. New 15-minute candle here. And then new hourly open as well. Now we're starting to see this expansion here on NQ and ES. All right, now we got confirmation. Both of the indices should start to see a little push up here. Want to see how we react around that 220 level. Give me 1 second, please. All right, so 4 hours still pretty much active because we have like 3 hours left in the 4 hour candle. Close back over 20,040 pretty much. We will see a pushback up higher and likely get the retest of the hourly equilibrium block to where we can take this long for about 70 points here. Wow, it is 11 o'clock. Okay. I'll give it about 5 minutes to see if I find a setup here. I do have to step off here in a minute. So sellers are going to be here. We'd want to see pretty aggressive pushback down off this level. So far, we're seeing it. Honestly, I'm not convinced enough to really take this. Alright, so you see the divergence between silver and gold. Gold made the higher high, silver made the lower low. Now we're still seeing the expansion on both sides. Go check out copper as well. Copper took the low with silver, but this thing is so overextended and gone pretty much, so it would not be chasing us whatsoever. Maybe we could see a setup midday. What's YM doing? Alright, so YM has shifted back bullish. ES is trying to shift back bullish. NQ, same situation. I'm just not really convinced on NQ, to be honest. So NQ doing ES, I believe, came back to the equilibrium block. Yep, and that's what I mean when ES is so rigged. Notice exactly where buyers stepped in from. ES could shift back bullish if we close here on a bullish equilibrium block, which looks like we are about to. Alright, so NQ just shifted back bullish here on like the 15-minute time frame. Pretty much based on a 15-minute time frame, as long as we hold up 186, we see continuations to the upside here. ES still respecting, or not ES, NQ is still respecting the hourly volume imbalance. I just want to see this 4-hour flip green, and then we see a pushback up here. Pushback up will still only be retracement. Buy side liquidity that we have here, that's current drawn liquidity on the lower time frames, looks like we're about to get this push up here to 247. For a minute, we do have a little setup here. $2.07 risk to reward. Watching some QQQ calls. Get my option trading in for the day here. I mean, SMCI already pretty much paid us substantially, but I'll take a day trade. And Apex right now is also currently offering what, 250Ks or 300Ks for 85 bucks again. Personally, I do not use Apex. Only platform I use is Topstep. But if you want a fairly low entry to learn how to trade futures, I would suggest actually starting with Apex. Apex just has too many rules to actually pay you out. That's like the main problem with it. Watching some longs here for Qs. $2.08. Where is this? Watching these 486 calls. I daily want to see 208.25 get tested. So we should probably do some NDX. I just want to see how this lower time frame. So far, lower time frame isn't really supporting it just yet. Not seeing any type of aggressive price action off this level like we should see. More points here. All right, we're actually doing 487 calls. Just got filled here at 44 cents. All right, trades posted in the community. Yeah, trading options. Let me see. All right, stop loss for options since we are trading options here. Stop loss is 195. Pretty much we want to see a close back over 216 here. And we also kind of absolutely want to see this 5-minute fair value gap hold up. ES still in. ES divergence between the two. So we close directly on this level. All right, we're gonna have to wait it out another 5 minutes here. Base up to 10-minute here. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and add here. What's this line up with? High of the day is 487 here on Qs. All right, so PTX should be 263 here. ES testing is 10-minute equilibrium block range. Just gotta be patient here. I like to add once we get this pullback down here, down to like this 185 range. Not taking these on futures. We're done for the day on futures. Based on the lower time frames, we should see a push down, probably even go test the extremes of this range, and even potentially testing discount. We shift back bullish 100% once we get the close back over 196 here in a 1-minute time frame. Did ES take sell side? 51. All right, ES did take sell side here. We just need to see it close back over here, 196, and we shift back bullish. Close over that, I'll end up adding to more QQQ calls. Looks like we better get this close here. Need to wait for the body close. All right, so the retest of the 4-hour IFBG would also line up with pretty much our PT. We'd have to see buyers step in right here, right now. Anywhere in between this range. We could even go back down to discount range. Just gotta be patient here. So far, based on 1 minute, still supporting nothing but bearish price action. Don't flip back bullish until we get a close over 197 here. Price action is so tremendously slow right now. We just need to see if this one may can close over this high here. They're waiting here. Based on a 10-minute, we'd have to close back over this range, invalidate this IFEG, and then get continuation back up to this buy side liquidity. So far, we took internal sell side here. Just no follow through, no displacement so far. Where are the buyers at? This thing is finally starting to make a little move here. Just need to see it close over that high there. And then 10-minute would also have to invalidate the IFEG that we created. And it would have to invalidate it with displacement through the same range. But so far, as you can see, this 1-minute level is holding up pretty damn strong. We're failing to displace through it every time. Seven. All right, we just gotta wait for this close. Be back in 1 second. All right, I'm watching these ads here. Let's see how this 2 minute closes here. So far, still nobody closed. Lower time frames are not really supporting it too much right now. Main reason why I'm not adding it. Don't like the fact that's how we just open and instantly shot down. Need to see some type of bullish price action here over this high, over 197. Absolutely, like no ifs, ands, or buts. All right, starting to support it slowly. And we just keep closing exactly at this damn level. Just gotta be patient here, wait for confirmation. So far, still no confirmation. Buyers are really here, they'd be a lot more aggressive right now. And the lack of displacement's kind of alarming right now. Watching ads. Just need to see how this 3-minute wants to develop here. 3-minute and a 10-minute. 10-minute can easily form a bearish equilibrium block. Lower time frames look like we're about to have a pullback again, and really struggling to break through this high here. Just gotta be patient here. Price can do anything here. Price can easily reject off this 10-minute IFPG and shoot back down. I'll wait to add. I need clear confirmation. And we're trading options, so any pullback is really gonna bring us back to pretty decent entries to where we can add once we even get our confirmation. Two-minute and 3-minute, we need to see a close over 205. Still struggling to get this close. I'm currently rejecting a 10-minute IFEG here. Based on a 2-minute, we have to hold at this 2-minute equilibrium block if we're going to see a push up right here right now. Otherwise, we get the resist at a 10-minute equilibrium block and probably go down and test discount range. And based on a 2-minute time frame, how slow and steady we're kind of going up versus the displacement candles that we've had to the upside previously is likely signaling that we could potentially come back down, sweep these relative equal lows. So just going to be patient here to add. Not in any rush. But if buyers 100% are here off of this discount range, we will see the pushback up to this buy side liquidity up top here. And if we can manage to recover the 4-hour equilibrium block in the next, if we can manage to recover this 4-hour equilibrium block in the next 2 hours, then we should see a pushback up here. Buyers do look like they're recovering it pretty strong after we did take sell side here. So far we recovered about 80 points. ES still green. ES daily candle is still green. We're just struggling right now. Based on ES 15 minutes, does not look like we're probably gonna get that push back up. We will see. 10-minute also still rejecting the 10-minute IFPG here. Yeah, if buyers were here a little bit more aggressively, we would have been seeing a push up. Back at where we started here on this 10-minute equilibrium block. Something as well you'll notice with equilibrium blocks is very often when we do get a change of state and delivery back bearish, it likes to form an opposite one, pretty much an opposite side. Literally, like if you just look over to the right, chances are it will form a bearish equilibrium block. ES breaking down, same with NQ. And this is what happens when you actually study the charts. You can kind of predict price and realize that, hey, yes, we want to see the close over this level, but the fact is that we're not actually seeing it with any follow through or real displacement is kind of the main reason why we're signaling more downside here. And if buyers are going to be here, buyers 100% will hold up this discount range. If buyers don't hold up this discount range, we will be stopped out. 15-minute flipping back bearish. Starting to see divergence between ES and NQ. ES is about to take out these relative equal lows down here. NQ just gotta wait for this body close here. And we're stopping out, closing out QQQ calls here at 19 cents. Pretty much if buyers here, they would have held up that equilibrium block. Still like longs ultimately, but we'll just have to wait to our PM session. Then trading for the morning session. I'll set an alert here for the long entry whenever we actually get a close back over. Whenever we get a close back over 199, pretty much 200 pair, 20,200. That's where I'd be more interested to see if buyers actually hold up. So ES did take sell side, NQ did not. NQ just made the divergence here between the two. You can see right here. Buyers did step in off the 618. We're still holding up discount range. I'm just not going to be watching the charts all day to be. Where's this? Buy side. Alright, so close over that level would push us back up to about 278 or 270. Alright, got alert set for whenever buyers do actually step in here. Once we get the close over, pretty much this 198 level, we'll likely see a pushback up to the retest of the 4-hour IFVG that we just created here. Until then, pretty much just gonna sit tight. Not really looking to trade anymore at this point. We're still up $872 on futures. Anybody have any questions? Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Might go live for power hour depending on the price action. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later.